Stranger Things. Everyone's got their past and a love they wish to last. There's someone's keys they lost. Everyone's got a soft spot. A soft spot. Do you hide yours up your sleeve where no one else can see? Or is it back behind your eyes? Beneath your heavy sigh, I seek to find, is yours anything like mine? Anything like mine? Anything like mine? 'Cause if our souls' hearts are the same, together we can start. Together we can start. Together we can start again. When all else starts to change, that spot still stays the same. The sentimental bruise will always keep me true. You see, I hide mine up my sleeve so no one else will see, and it's back behind my eyes, beneath my...
I was asked to come and talk about the power of the popular and the truth behind media and how we as mothers can help affect change with our daughters in a positive way. When I first got into the full-figured modeling industry, there was no industry for anyone above a size 2. I started to look around and realized that there was power plays within media everywhere. And the bottom line was the business. Who was paying the bill? And when you start peeling away the onion and realizing that everything revolves around where the money comes from, it starts really helping you narrow down your frustration, your activism work, and how to be a little bit smarter in how to get change to take place. We pay their bills. We're the ones that pay their salaries. Don't forget that. So if there's products out there that we don't like, definitely you must let them know, and you've got to stop buying them, okay? You really have to do that. If there are products and there's imagery and there's messaging and there's movies with great roles for all women, and there's no fat jokes for the larger woman or larger boy or larger person, and there's no skinny jokes for the skinny, if it's really well written, whatever it might be, imagery, content, please let them know. It's even more important to let them know in those instances of goodness. Let your daughters see you writing letters. Show them your letters. Show them that you can be advocates. And it takes a large mass amount of like-minded souls who are passionate, who want to see change, and those who are not apathetic, to say, you know what, we need to get our kids, let them know that they're more than just their bodies, that the value is not just in the thigh or the breast or the face or the makeup or the whatever it's going to be. One of the things that we found out with the National Eating Disorders Association is that if a mom stands in front of a mirror and she speaks negatively about herself, This is talking about starting from the home, starting from the self, starting from the hearth, right? This issue of body acceptance and self-esteem. If she speaks negatively, unfortunately, that apple's going to roll right right there to her next little noobling, whether it's a boy or a girl. If that mother, however, speaks kindly, whatever shape she is, and she doesn't place such a value, oh, I'm having that dessert, I'm so bad. Our self-speak is vitally important on how our children are going to grow up in this next generation and actually have room in their minds to dream, to see and hear vision and insight, so that they can solve some of the really major issues instead of being controlled in this very small, very tight, very confined, limited place that they're in right now. Why is this taking place? One of the reasons, I think, is because we're so used to following. We're just so used to seeing media in front of us and say, well, if they're doing it, okay. Well, we're learning, right? We're learning that celebrities don't exactly know what the right thing to do. They're being paid to wear, smell like, be like something. Another thing that you can do is with the daughters, try not to place the value in how they look and what they're doing, and that we're given this God-given right once we're born, that we are really just really good. We're perfectly fine. We don't have to do anything outside of that. We've got to go back to those roots. 51% of all women wished their moms had spoken to them about beauty and body image. 72% hope that they have not passed on feelings of self-doubt or insecurity to their daughters. And it's obvious, if we're feeling bad, our children are going to feel bad. Just think about that. The last thing I want to leave you with is from the National Eating Disorders Association. 80% of American women are dissatisfied with the way they look. The most important place is at the home and with ourselves. Let's just start blessing the beauty that we are, this moment right now, so that we can have these beautiful bursts of blooming flowers and daisies and cadets and Girl Scouts and future leaders. Future leaders are in our little hands here, in our major arms of hugs and moments of inspiration being passed down. Let's let all that we give to them be from a good source that is whole, living whole, being whole, and showing whole. So that's basically how coming together and making the media change, it starts with us. It really does. And getting active in how we see life and how we share it. So thank you. I do appreciate it.
Anything like mine, anything like mine, anything like mine. 'Cause if our soul spots are the same, together we can start. Together we can start. Together.
So today's all about the truth behind media images, and I know there's a lot of misconceptions. A lot of these images are misconstrued and misportrayed, and as a member of the media, I would just like to ask that you not throw tomatoes or something. I feel like I'm outnumbered here on the media. But, there's so many different kinds of media, of course, and so that's what today is all about. And I was a Girl Scout too. I was a Brownie before that. Surveys taken of middle school and high school students indicate that they would rather be a celebrity's personal assistant than a CEO, president of a college, or a Navy SEAL. I don't know if you guys remember when Charlie Sheen tweeted that he was looking for an intern in March. He had 80,000 applicants to be Charlie Sheen's intern, just like that. So what would you say to a girl whose aspiration is to be Paris Hilton's personal assistant?
I think the conversation that we're having with girls and what we're portraying to girls is that there is an easy fix, and that easy fix is celebrity. So we need to have a conversation with the girls to show them that their assets and what is amazing about them and where fulfillment comes from is not from the outside and not from what fame can give you, because fame is very empty. What we need to help them realize is the assets they had within themselves that those gifts, the reason why we were put on this earth.
I think there's something really critical that we need to make sure that girls know that they have the leadership skills to be able to make their mark on the world. And it doesn't have to be through fame or celebrity. It can be through their own, as Dr. Silverman said, their own qualities, their own talents.
We don't encourage girls to kind of stand up. We don't encourage them to work together to stand up for what they think is important. So if you had one girl saying, oh, I really wish I could be Paris Hilton's assistant, you have 3 other girls who are her close friends, who she's going to rely on, more so than she's going to rely on her own parents or other adults, saying, why would you want to do that? Wouldn't you rather be president? Wouldn't you rather be governor? And getting them you have to change that paradigm. You have to change how they think.
These images that are beyond perfection, beyond reality, are everywhere. In many ways, I don't know that it's avoidable. Many of these actors and actresses actually have it in their contract that they won't do photo shoots, they won't even release unphotoshopped photos. How do we address this with young girls? What should we say to them?
Photoshopping has gotten so pervasive that I had a call last week from, I guess it was the Chicago Tribune. They interviewed me on now the trend of photoshopping school photos. We're conveying to our girls that as they are, how they look right then is not okay, is not beautiful, and should not be seen, and should not be commemorated. So that makes it very frightening.
And the implications that we have to look at, if we feel that, the Photoshop image is the perfect woman, or this is the way women are supposed to be, how does that influence our decisions about our relationships? How does that influence our decisions about what we do, who we associate ourselves with? And really like realizing the broader context. And I think, as you said earlier, you're not the sum of your body parts, but what do you bring to it?